Dungeons and Coffee!
Greetings.
Today's craft was designed with the Shuffling Horror board game in mind, though it could be used for any tabletop RPG as well. As shown here, this game requires poker chips, and we wanted something to put the poker chips into as opposed to throwing them onto the board.
Whoa!
We wanted a themed craft to throw the poker chips into.
Well, here's what I have so far. This was going to be an experiment, my prototype, but it's turning out so well. I'm actually talking to the video, But it turned out so well that I thought, well, I'm not going to finish this without at least documenting some of the things I did on it. But this is just a couple, I thought they were paper mache eggs that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Small one and a big one. And so I was going to use the small one for a prototype. Well, it turned out much better than I thought. So I just used a soldering gun to burn some dimples on it here and there. I cut it open, used a lighter to soften up the plastic and bent these back slightly with pliers. You don't want to burn yourself. And then you go over that with just wherever you see fit with some hot glue. As you can see, I put some hot glue rings on there, and there's some pus or some ooze coming out there, and I even put a little on the inside. But that's all there is to it at this point. And of course I'm going to put it on my cardstock base that I pretty much do everything on. So we'll document a little bit there. And I've just cut out some wires here from some old plastic flowers, artificial flowers, and I'll put some glue on these as well to give it that slimy look, gooey look. And these will be the roots or the tentacles. And the big one, when I do this larger egg here that we looked at earlier, that's going to be based on Larry Wickman's Game Wiki Games, Two Creepy Pods. Now, this is a great game. Me and my family are addicted on this, even the in-laws. It's called Shuffling Horror. I'll put some imagery somewhere here so you can link to that. But the larger egg is going to be based more on this, so it's going to be more organic and all that jazz. Okay, so the roots, vines, tentacles, whatever you want to, however you want to envision those. Those are going to be attached to the base, and I might attach a few to the egg itself just to make it blend in a little more, but for the most part these are going to be attached to the base and kind of vine around, and I want to design it to where the egg is removable, so the egg just kind of sits down in all of that, because I'm designing this to use on a tabletop game. So there's going to be poker chips thrown into this during the game, because that's one of the mechanics of the game, is if you want to alter any dice rolls, you can do so by buying some points, buying extra points with poker chips. So we like to throw things into a container, so that's what this is going to be. Doo-doo-doo. Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. But I've put my scrap pieces on my card base, and I'm just going to go around and work all this in with my torch lighter. So I'm going to leave a lot of that texture, and this is left over from one of my previous projects, the pus geysers. These are my extra pieces I had left over, so I'm just going to put those to good use. I really like the texture on these, so they look pretty good with my pods. I'm going to take my skinny wire and coil it around my fat wire. Lacuna coil. Well, I'm quite satisfied with it. It fits on there just right. You can put it on there. Take it off when needed. Dump out the chips. Why I'm talking Australian, I don't know. I guess because I've been binge watching Glitch. But anyway, that's how it works. You got an alien egg right there. And now it's time for a walkabout, eh? Yay! Success.
What? I need to roll a 5 or better? I'm gonna supplement my roll with 3 points.
Remember, keep your books off the table and keep reaching for the dice.
What? I need to roll a 5 or better. I'm gonna supplement my roll with 3 points. What? I need to roll a 5 or higher. I'm gonna supplement my roll with 3 points.